Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. Thanks for showing up and joining me on this journey. And I hope that wherever you are, you're doing really well. And I hope you can get some motivation about weight loss and weight loss surgery. So this is my 10-week update. And this is actually a re-recording of my 10-week update because the first one, something weird went on with the audio and it was really crappy buzz in the background, so I decided to do it over. But it's been good 10 weeks, and I couldn't be more happy about what's been going on the last 10 weeks. It always hasn't been easy, and it's definitely a surgery myth, a weight loss surgery myth, that things just happen without you doing anything. It does take work. It takes a lot of focus, just like any other diet. But there certainly are some advantages after surgery. Otherwise, it wouldn't happen. And we'll talk a little bit about those advantages. But on to the numbers. So 2 weeks prior to surgery, I weighed in at 310.5 pounds. On the day of surgery, July 16th, 2020, I weighed 300 pounds. And today, drum roll, 249 pounds. So I am down 51 pounds in 10 weeks. Pretty happy with that. And 61 and a half since July 2nd, 2020. So, 60 pounds, 61 pounds in 12 weeks. Not too shabby. I can't complain about it at all. I am totally happy. But what I'm really happy about are the non-scale victories. Losing weight is great. Obviously, it's part of the process because that extra fat is what's causing all of these issues. When I went into surgery, I was diabetic. I had all kinds of hypertension, sleep apnea, real fatty liver. In fact, the surgeon kind of implied that I was on the borderline of him not being able to do the surgery because even though I did the pre-surgery diet, my liver was still quite large. And but luckily he was able to do it, and it got done. And it's getting better. And how do I know that? Well, there's a couple reasons why I know my fatty liver's better and some of my other things. First is with the diabetes being possibly in remission at this point, my blood glucose levels as soon as I got home from surgery were like absolutely normal. And if you're not familiar, usually you expect blood glucose for a non-diabetic person to range somewhere in between 75 and 100, definitely not over 100. I think they prefer it be, between 75 and 90-ish. Well, before surgery with medication that I was on, I was at a low of around, 110. After I ate, it would go up to like 180, and there's certainly people out there with much higher marks. I wasn't on insulin prior to surgery. I was on some other diabetic medication, but within 2 days of the surgery, I was done with medication. And what I was really waiting for, obviously, is 3 months later, potentially seeing what my A1C is, which really gives you that good look over the course of 3 months of what your blood sugars were like. So a little more on that later. Most of my blood pressure medications I've been able to drop. One of them right away, another one a few days after surgery, and then I went down by half on a third medication here just the other day, which was awesome. So I kind of think of it as 1.5 medications to go, so to speak. So I'm pretty confident that I'm going to get completely off these blood pressure medications too. My sleep apnea, the pressure that I'm using has gone way, way down. And I'm hoping that in another 10 to 15 pounds that I'm looking at getting another sleep study done to see if maybe I can get off the CPAP and either not need it at all, or if I need to have some sort of oral thing that I just put in my mouth instead of an actual CPAP connected up, I'll do that. I am really looking forward to hopefully getting rid of that CPAP, so I got my fingers crossed on that. The other non-scale victories that happen that really just have me bouncing off the walls right now is I had my first blood work done since the surgery. And for the last 20 years plus, my blood work has always had abnormalities, especially my liver. Fatty liver. I had liver enzymes just off the charts, liver enzymes, and wacky blood counts and all kinds of things. So on Friday, I had a metabolic panel. I had a complete blood count, B12, vitamin D, and an A1C. And every single thing was normal. Every single thing was in the normal range 10 weeks after surgery. Some people may go faster, it may take longer for others, but this has never happened before when I've tried to lose weight. I've had some fluctuations, some improvement here and there in some of my blood work, but even when I've lost like 40 pounds or more in the past during a diet, it was never that massive of a change. I mean, my liver enzymes went from just hundreds of percent over normal to normal. Like, I can hardly believe it. So the non-scale victories are the biggest prizes of this journey so far. It's been great to lose weight and see the scale go down, but to have my health transform that way has been just amazing. Like, I feel so good. I just can't tell you how awesome it is. And if you're considering surgery, this comes from the surgery. And certainly you can reverse things by going on long-term diets. And if that's what you're aiming to do, do it. Go for it. Lose the weight. I don't care how you're going to see positive benefits. But if you're like me and struggled at some point with losing weight and yo-yo dieting to the point where your body's just battling you, and that's really what happens, is your metabolism and your hormones change in such a way that it's almost impossible to lose weight. If you're to that point and you're considering surgery, you can regain your health with this surgery. And the key is going to be maintaining that for the rest of our lives. So if you're in the first year of your journey, you've got to focus on building those good habits. That's what I'm doing right now, is I am focusing on making good food choices every single day, drinking all my water every single day, doing what I can to completely rid myself of those old habits that got me to where I was. And right now, when I'm getting the most benefit from the surgery with, limited amounts of hunger, limited calories, those kind of things, this is the time. This is the honeymoon period when you can focus in and really build those habits for the rest of your life. And I think that is the most important thing to do during this period. It's not to follow the scale. Get off the damn scale. Get off the scale. Don't get on it every day. At most once a week right now. It is not the most important thing. You are going to lose weight. If you keep making good food choices, high quality protein, high quality fiber, lots of nutrients, calorie deficit, you will lose the weight. The fat will go away. And it's going to ebb and flow. It's going to go up and down even every day by day. You're going to stall out at times. I've slowed down. I've had little stalls. I've had big drops. Right now I'm pretty steady. But it will go down. So just let it happen and focus on building habits. Focus on that and focus on the non-scale victories. They are just the best things. The looser clothes, buying smaller clothes, having things fit better, those kind of things are, and the health and blood work, not probably the most important. Those rewards are what this is all about. Quality of life, health, confidence, all of those things. Forget about the number on the scale. There are going to be so many changes from this surgery besides weight, and you have to take advantage of that. So focus on that long-term health. Focus on those habits. I can't say it enough. Obviously, I'll say it over and over and over again. You'll hear me say it through a lot of videos. Now, next time, we're going to be going a little more in depth into nutrition. We're going to be talking about calories. We're going to talk about why a lot of bariatric patients and post-surgery patients kind of obsess over calories. They obsess over, am I eating enough? Am I eating too much? Am I not eating enough? They really get into the details. So we're going to explore that a little bit. We're going to talk about nutrients. What food choices should we be making and what effects do they have? And above all, is a calorie really a calorie? Is it just calorie in, calorie out? Well, the answer is yes and no. And we're going to dive into that. We're going to take a deep dive into calories and nutrition in the next video. I hope you join me then. And until next time, take care.